Good morning, my people. Super happy to be chopping it up with y'all again. If y'all can't already see, we're in Mount Fuji today. This is something we've been looking forward to for so long, and it's been on the itinerary since we got to Tokyo. It's about 2 hours away from Tokyo, and we actually pulled up with like a tour bus. So we have a tour guide and whatnot. So downside is we do have a schedule that we have to attend to. Nonetheless, the weather is perfect today. It's about 28 degrees Celsius or maybe 29. But that being said, it's also a Saturday, so it is a little more busy. There are a bunch of tourists around, ourselves included, but it's totally cool, man. Super happy to be here. Just been learning bits and pieces about Mount Fuji since we got here. And what we actually didn't know is that Mount Fuji is actually an active volcano. It hasn't erupted since like 1707, but it's actually a volcano, which is like pretty insane to me. That being said, it's also said to be about 3,700 meters tall, which is about 12,000 feet. I don't know if y'all can get a gauge for that with where I'm at right now, but that's what it is. Pretty insane. Coming onto this little excursion, I didn't know too much about Mount Fuji, but from what I did know, it's just known for its cultural influence, its spirituality, and just like the impact that it has on Japanese culture overall. So there's a lot of exciting things to see today, y'all, and appreciate y'all for tuning in and coming to hang out with us again. There's gonna be a lot to unfold, so make sure y'all stick around. What's good, y'all? So we're just over at this Lawson convenience store, which is like right by Mount Fuji, as y'all can see. So Lawson's like a Japanese convenience store, like chain or whatever, and it's like aligned with Mount Fuji, and it's like super, popular for that reason. Yo, I gotta be real though, like y'all can see this, like tour buses everywhere, man. I'd be lying if I said it didn't take away from the experience just a little bit with the amount of traffic and the amount of people right now, but nonetheless, it's cool, bro. We're finna make the most of it regardless. I'm just in awe of Mount Fuji, especially now that I know that it's a volcano, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, come check out this Lawson real quick, you feel me? I mean, it's a convenience store, y'all, at the end of the day, nothing too crazy, but I think it's just more recognized for its location, just being aligned with Mount Fuji in the way that it is. It was crazy, y'all. I shit you not. This was my wallpaper for nearly 2 years. And it was something that I looked at throughout the day to the point where it was like unconscious to how often I was like consuming it, how often I was like looking at it and thinking about it. And like to really just be here right now in this moment, it really is very surreal. And I'm happy to be here. I'm just in the heart of nature, just like really allowing all of this to soak in. And I think it really just reaffirms whatever you put attention into will manifest. If you continue to believe in it, continue to think about it, strive towards it. And this is living proof of it, I'm just so happy to be here right now. Nowhere I'd rather be. I gotta be 100% real, y'all. I'm kind of getting a little tired of the tourists. It's so early already in the day. I don't mean to complain. It's just a whole lot of traffic, and I do feel like the pace of the day, it's been so quick. So you want to, of course, capture these moments for memories and whatnot, and of course, create content like such. You also want to experience it for yourself. So just finding the balance between the two has been a little challenging, but it's totally cool, man. We were just talking about how for the people that actually live here, we do feel for them in the sense where there are just so many tourists around. I can imagine the kind of adjustment that it's been for them, with having like people just swamping your area like this on the regular. Like I'm out here talking about my experiences being around all these tourists and how it's like, it's a little overwhelming, it's a lot, but I can only imagine what it would be like for like a native of this area. So it's totally cool, man, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? The sun's out, we vibing, we out here at Mount Fuji, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to find some matcha right now though, so let's go get some. Finally found some matcha, y'all. Coming through with these itty bitty little cups. Had to grab 2, but we good. Bro, this must be some sort of joke. Look at this. Bro, y'all best believe if I see some, I definitely won't be feeding them, but I'm definitely gonna be befriending them. For sure. No, without a doubt. Back in Tokyo. It's been a long day, y'all. We've been in Japan for just over a month now, and in all seriousness, full transparency, y'all, I'm kind of over all the touristy stuff, and that's just how I genuinely feel. I know it might sound a little ironic based on what I was speaking about earlier in the video, as far as, you know, what the native people to some of these areas might feel and how I'm like partaking in the tourist activities. But again, like naturally, I'm not into those type of things. I just really wanted to keep an open mind coming into all these new experiences and get a better understanding for what it is that I do enjoy, and doing stuff like that really isn't it. That being said, the scenery was amazing, like the nature was amazing. I think what I just didn't like was the amount of people, like how rushed it felt, working on the schedule of others. You get what I'm saying? And like being told like when I gotta like leave and whatnot. Like just as I was like getting settled in, starting to catch vibes, they're like, okay, wrap it up, let's go. Again, it's not what I look for in an experience like that. I want to have like the freedom to do whatever it is that I want. So yeah, going forward, I think that's something that I will do. But feeling very tired, about to get back to the crib, catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all, one of the things that I've like truly appreciated about being out here in Japan is how accessible outdoor gyms are. You know, we really just wanted to get away from like Tokyo crowds a little bit today, as it has been a little overwhelming at times. And it's always such a nice surprise to just be strolling through a park and to just find a surprise pull-up bar. You know, I was able to, like I said, just find a pull-up bar, caught me by surprise. I was able to get some nice pull-ups in, got some chin-ups in as well. And that's just something that I really do appreciate, because back home in Canada, like that's not something that you're able to find. And even if you do, it's quite rare. So obviously out here, I think just being physically active is more encouraged, and you'll even see it like just being out here, man, like a lot of seniors as well, riding their bikes, playing softball, baseball, stretching. Like we were just seeing like an older woman like doing some stretches. And again, just something that you're just not accustomed to seeing in North America. So it really does speak to the lifestyle a little bit more out here. That being said, Ali Jane and I are just out filming content today, just exploring a bit, and the overcast is like just perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, has a nice little warm breeze, so we're feeling nice. But yeah, man, like so many people have been asking us like how we're able to travel for so long, how we're able to just like bounce from place to place and be financially stable and not have to feel rushed on like these quote unquote vacations. And we are working on something to answer all these questions for y'all, so make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, come kick it with us today. So I'm currently at one of Japan's newest skate parks. It's called Kodokuyu Minoshima Skate Park. Yo, when I first came down to Tokyo, I really wanted to get a skateboard. And funny story, like I was planning on getting one, but yo, they are so strict with where you skate within the city. And it's so funny because you'll just be walking around the city and you'll see signs everywhere of like no skateboarding, no skateboarding. Like we literally just came across one not too long ago. With how frequently I saw all these signs, I kind of like changed my mind, because I'm like, damn, like if I have to go to a skate park every time to skate, I might not utilize a skateboard as often. I kind of just wanted to grab a board to like, you know, maybe do some flat ground tricks outside and whatnot. But yeah, never ended up getting my skateboard, but it's totally cool. I've never actually been like too consistent with like skateboarding. You know, I was skateboarding a little bit like when I was younger, and like from time to time during the summers, like I will skate, but I've never actually been like very persistent with it. But when I do look back, like some of my happiest days, man, were like on a skateboard during the summer, just like cruising around. I've never been able to do like any like crazy tricks or whatever, but you know, just being outside and just like cruising, you know, even with Ellie Jane during the summer, like some of my happiest days. So I really wanted to make the time to like come out here and come check this out. And one of the reasons that we decided to come to this skate park specifically. We actually met a skater who's from LA out here in Tokyo, and he's lived out here for about a year now. And he said quite literally that this is his favorite skate park on earth. And he was just like boosting it. He's been skating for like close to 20 years or whatever it was. I'm like, bro, why not? Like, you know what I mean? I've always been really intrigued by the skate culture. So I was like, it only makes sense to come check it out. And if you don't already know who Yuto Horigome is, he's a Japanese skater who recently won the Olympics. And ever since he has won the Olympics, he's just kind of been blowing up on social media, been getting a whole bunch of endorsement deals, got a deal with Nike, has recently got his own shoe, which we actually saw in a skate shop that we were at recently. And he actually designed this skate park, which is like super dope. So I've seen some of his skate clips online, and yo, the boy is dope. I mean, he won the Olympics for a reason. And the fact that he was able to like design his own dream skate park is pretty insane to me. So although I don't have a skateboard with me today, I was super excited to come check out this spot. So yo, let's go peep the vibes. Let's go see what this is all about. Y'all, I was just talking to the staff and I was telling them that I don't have a skateboard today and that you can only enter the skate park if you have a skateboard. So I was like, yo, could I borrow one? Yo, they blessed me with one. They're like, yeah, you can borrow it. Like, they were just super nice with it. And it's my size too, bro. And if you already know me, I'm holding down the orange, you know what I'm saying? Got a little orange wristband with it. And then this is super cool, Ellie Jane, super cool little creative touch. That's like a Japanese coin right around the bolt there. Like, that's super dope, right? I'm hella rusty. I haven't skated in like, I don't even know how long. Be able to try this out a bit. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy, trust, because I can't be getting hurt out here, but let's have some fun with it. Ellie Jane got a board too, because they said only skaters can be in the skate park, so they gotta pretend like she's skating too. But yeah, man, let's catch some vibes. Man, what a surprise. I did not think that I was gonna be able to skateboard today, but my friendly Japanese people held it down and lent me their skateboards, man. I was super happy to be able to skate. It's been a long time since I have skated, and I was feeling super rusty. You know, I was landing a few ollies here and there. They weren't very clean. I was getting a few in a row, and it was cool and whatnot, but I definitely wanted to do more. I felt like a little restricted, but it was really funny because I made a couple friends today at the skate park named Hiro and Yuto. And these guys were super nice dudes, man, just had great energy. I asked them if it was cool, like being in the video, and they were all for it. And it was funny too, because I was trying to land a shove it before they came through and I wasn't able to. But as soon as they pulled up and we were all skating together, dudes are just landing shove it's like in their sleep. And sure enough, by seeing them land like a few shove it's here and there, I landed a few myself. They weren't clean. They weren't like no clean shove it's, but they were giving me a few pointers here and there, and I was able to land a few. I think it really just speaks to the power of the impact that the people around you have, because if people around me are out here landing those tricks, it's only a matter of time before I land them myself. So
it was almost instant. It was really almost magical to see.
She was the one behind the camera the whole time, so she saw it. But yeah, man, had a great time. Feeling super hungry right now though. About to go grab some food, y'all. So yeah, let's go get this.
Let's get it.
Real quick, y'all, I just want to add one more quick note on the last point that I made in regards to the power of surrounding yourself with the right people. So I've been fortunate enough to quit my job last year and work fully remotely from several different locations in the world. And a big reason as to why I've been able to do this is because of my efforts to not only surround myself with the right people, but to also do the internal work to change my beliefs in regards to what is possible. So that's why Ellie Jane and I decided to launch our own community, where we teach you how you too can attain location freedom and work fully remotely so you're not so dependent on a job. So if you're someone who's looking for more control in their life and are interested in growing alongside a group of like-minded people, I highly encourage you to check out our school community, where we walk you through several different options for working remotely. And you also have access to live Q&A calls where we'll answer your questions and of course help you in any way that we can to help you attain this lifestyle as fast as possible. Links in the description for more info. Much love, y'all. Yo, we just pulled up to TeamLab Planet over here in Tokyo. Ellie Jane never lets me do research on these new experiences because, you know, she just kind of wants me to go in not knowing what to expect. All that I do know is that it is an immersive museum where you essentially become one with the garden. So that's all I know. Come beat this. Let's see how it goes. Just wrapped up.
Wait, it still looks good. Tell the editor to leave that in.
Okay. Just wrapped up at TeamLabs, and as y'all can see, man, it was an incredibly magical experience. As I said, I didn't really know what to expect, but I did really feel as though I was a part of everything that they had going on. There were moments where I really did feel like I was in a dream, which was really awesome. Again, an insane amount of people, which I'm just kind of over, but nonetheless, I am glad that I did get to experience it. So shout out Ellie Jane for pushing us to do it, because Lord knows I wouldn't have made the effort to be here. Again, one of those things that I've just really tried to keep an open mind to, and I'm glad that I experienced it. Super tired though. It's pretty late. Let's get going, man. I need to get some rest. Get back to it tomorrow. Back in Tokyo, just got back from Nikko. Nikko is a small city just outside of Tokyo, about a 2 to 3 hour train ride from Tokyo. I don't even know what to say, like the nature out there is unlike anything I've ever seen before. The spiritual energy is just so strong out there. Yeah, man, we leave Tokyo in just a couple days, and yo, it's been real. If I were to do it over again, would I stay out here for 5 weeks? Probably not. There are a lot of people, and of course tourism is higher than it's ever been before. So, I would say I got kind of bored with like the more tourist type things rather quickly, but I understand why everyone wants to pull up here now. There's a lot to see out here, there's a lot to do, but the crowds are just a bit much for me. We're heading over to Kyoto in just couple days, so probably just gonna kick back a little bit more out there. But it's really interesting because there were so many times being out here where you really feel like people out in Tokyo are almost trying to be like Americans, and then when you're in America, it's like they're trying to be like the Japanese. It's so funny, like the cross influence, you know what I'm saying? It's quite ironic, but just something that I've noticed as I've been like observing during my time out here in Tokyo. I don't document this series in any way to brag or to show off, but just to show that it is possible for anybody to be wherever you want, whenever you want, and to go to your ideal destinations and be there for as long as you please. Ellie Jane and I are actually working on something to really be able to connect with you guys on a more personal level. Been grinding on that, so make sure you keep an eye out for it. We really do seek to motivate and inspire you guys, so if you're someone behind your screen right now, you have found motivation or inspiration in these videos, that means so much. As I always say, if you made it this far in a video, much love to you. I genuinely do appreciate the love and support. If you're rocking with me on this journey, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Sending y'all lots of positive energy, man. It's KT signing off, signing out of Tokyo.